Eyes here. I'm feeling a bit shitty at the moment because I've got haven't had a shower. Was supposed to, but just didn't happen. Whatever. But yeah, I'm here now. I got some Pepsi Max here. I'm not gonna drink like the whole 2 liters. It's just like that much. So it's like 1.5 liters. I'm not going to drink 2 liters of Pepsi Max because I just realized just before I turned on the live stream that it's the exact same time as yesterday, kind of, at least in relation to when I'm going to go to bed. And I don't want to wet the bed. And I don't want to stay up for ages because I drank 2 liters of Pepsi Max. So, yeah. There you go. So yeah, this is a LiveTUBBS filming event. I am literally just going to film something really quickly with you guys. It's kind of a directed by you kind of thing. Yeah, I mean that's it. I don't really have anything else to say about it. Yeah. I do have some cool news. I have some cool, interesting news. At least anybody interested in this channel. Because, as you know, I every week is a different week, and one of the weeks, is a different topic. And one of the week topics is padding. And I have recently just been delivered today some clothes that will fit over the padding, which is really cool. It's a 10XL t-shirt and a 10XL sweatpants. Sweatpants are humongous. They are massive. They come up to here on me. It's really funny. They come up to like there. Obviously, when I've got the padding in and stuff, it will not come up to there. It will be spread out a bit more. But yeah, it's just it feels amazing wearing that stuff. It's huge. But yeah, I also got my clothes. I got 2 sets of pants from the same. It's big dude clothing or big guy clothing. I got 2 sets of pants as well from there, and yeah, they fit. The problem with them is that I had selected short, so I basically selected 5XL short on the trousers, and they look like they are. They look like they're 3/4 shorts, 3/4 pants instead of regular pants, and that's a bit uncool. It's a bit rough. So yeah. Otherwise, it's all good. Otherwise, I mean, it's only the big clothing and stuff. So yeah. I need to do some research now that I'm back. I was going to do that today, but I've just been, I've been kind of trying to not be super bummed out today. I had a day off because I have had a busy weekend. It's just been busy. That's way too cold on my leg, and now it's going to get really warm in here because I've got no air moving. Yeah. I've had a busy weekend and I've had a busy week, and yeah, my leg hurts. I don't know what I've done to it. It feels like old muscle pain, but whatever. So yeah, I need to look into finding some place that actually does a suit, that you can basically, again, if anybody has these kind of if anybody can find a good place online that ships tailored suits where you send in your measurements and then they basically like send you a suit. If anyone can find a website like that, that would be super helpful. I have been looking all over the fucking place, and these places do exist. However, the suits are actually not cheap. They used to be really cheap. I don't know if it's just inflation or what, but now they are not cheap at all. So it's kind of it's a little bit of a bummer, but yeah. Apart from that, I have got clothing for bigger padding, so that'll be cool. If anything, I feel like that the shirt isn't going to be big enough, but we'll find out. It's very stretchy. It's very stretchy, and it's 10XL, so it should go over stuff. Should go over things, so that'll be cute. Looking forward to trying that out. The only problem is that I can't really try that out, at least not anytime soon. Mainly because there's a moth in here, just keeps around me all the fucking time. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to try that out anytime soon. Mainly because, like I said, we have an extra roommate, and the garden is not safe. So the only place I can actually do padding videos is in here. But the problem with the padding videos in here is that, well, it's a small space. It's not really big enough to do that. I'm okay to walk around over there a little bit, but that's it. It's basically like it's a very small space. So yeah, it's just it's not going to happen anytime soon. I really am annoyed at that because I want to, I want the house to myself. I kind of need to. I need some studio space or something. I need to get I need a friend or some. This is the thing, This always comes down to I need a friend lives semi nearby so that I can use their place for filming. It sounds bad. But it's only because basically, like, if money was no option, which it is, if money was no option, was no limitation, then yeah, I would just say, it's like I need to get myself some new studio space, some office space, something like that. I'd be able to just go and get it, because I could fairly easily do that. I could fairly easily go into work and into an office that I've hired, a mini office or something. I could fairly easily do that. Can't though, because no money. But I can see myself basically, having a very small office space somewhere, just one office with like or maybe like maybe even a container unit. I need like a studio space slash office space, and that'd be great. And that's kind of what this was meant to be. The only problem with this is that, like I said, it's too small. It's too small. It's just it's too small. It's overlooked. It's just yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's really annoying. I can't film this thing yet because of that. I want, I could film it if I basically had the house to myself, but now with two people, like two extra people, well, now with an extra person living here, they basically, well, they live here. So if Damon's out or I'm out, they are still here. So it's kind of one of those things of like I can't really do what I want. I can't really film what I want. I can't really film in the house at all because there's always the risk that like they come down. I don't think they know entirely that I film like a lot of stuff. I don't think that they know that I make videos. um, like they know that I make videos sometimes because I did the beach ball video. I basically stood in the kitchen, and they were here. The extra roommate was here when I did that, so that was fine. They know that I make videos, and they know that I make berry content like videos, so that's fine. It's just that it's kind of a bit weird because I don't know how they would feel about being potentially in a video, even in some of the raw footage. It's just that I feel a bit uncomfortable about that. I don't know if they would feel uncomfortable, but I would feel uncomfortable. It's because there's like another issue I'm not going to get into, but ugh. But yeah, it's mainly a privacy issue. I just kind of like, yeah. So yeah, because of that, I can't film another padding video until I get the house to myself, which is probably not going to happen anytime soon. Especially since there's going to be like in a few days' time to a week's time, there's going to be people here. Like we're going to have guests, and also my mother's coming, and oh my god, our tiny house. It doesn't really hold mine and Damon's stuff, just our regular stuff. That's why I'm in a shed in the back garden. Um, and yet, well, now we've got somebody else living with us, and also people staying with us. Like, yeah, one of the reasons why I'm going to my mum's is because I'm basically in the way, so that Damon's friend can come visit. So yeah. Don. Oh, Don. Hi. Sorry, names. Oh my god. Like, I don't understand how people can actually do that. I know everyone's different, and some people are better at other things than other people. But how do people remember a bunch of names? How do you guys do that? Because I know I'm one of the people that I don't remember names. They do not stick. They hit me and then fuck off. Unless they are like memorable. That's why I remember screen names. I usually remember screen names pretty good. But it's just that, yeah, like actual names, it's just they just don't they're just not in the database. In my brain. It's so annoying. Even though like Don we talked a lot, So yeah. I don't know if you heard any of that, but the big clothing came, and I still haven't looked up. I'm sorry, that's my bad. I still haven't looked up. I have looked up. I haven't found a good site that actually does let you input measurements, and then they give you a suit. But yeah, Don, I was just explaining that I don't know when I'm going to be able to test this out because from the test that we did in here, you saw how it was basically it was kind of impossible. I couldn't do much. I couldn't walk around or anything. Um, and with the neighbors being a bit more nosy, which is fine. It's their right. They can look out that window if they want to. It's just that they seem to do it every single time that I'm going to film something, and it's so annoying. We have a gazebo in the garden, in the open space in the garden. The only open space that we've got left. It usually covers the hot tub. But it's because we've got such strong winds here. We left the gazebo cover on it, and it got completely shredded by a passing mini tornado. What? It's rated for like high winds, and this is a you know, this is the windiest part in the country, but it's like it it got shredded by a mini tornado. It was actually kind of funny because basically like the mini tornado happened, and then we came out into the back garden to survey the damage, and apart from a few fence panels that were blown apart, it looked like it was fine. And then the wind kind of just gently rustled it, and it was kind of like ribbony, and then it fell apart. It rained and it fell apart immediately. It's like, oh shit. And that's why basically, I don't know if anybody noticed, but in a couple of videos, or pictures that you might have seen, there are giant sheets of reflective material for a different kind of gazebo that have been kind of hung on the gazebo, so that when I'm in the hot tub, I'm not being death beamed by the sun. And I mean that works, but it's just that those things also got torn by the wind. There's one out actually still on the thing. It's just kind of like hanging. It's really, really pathetic. But no, I could have put those up. Oh my god. So I got a blocked up nose for no reason. I could put those up and then kind of like could film there, and that would work. But the problem is that, well, then I can't do that yet. Also, there's another problem with the garden. It's farmland, so the soil is incredibly fertile, which is great for gardening and stuff. But the only problem is that I can't do the gardening because I'm allergic to sticky plants. I don't know if like most other places in the world have these. They're kind of weed that will actually kind of like stick to your clothing and stuff, and that's how they get their seeds around, you know, moving around, and they how they plant themselves and stuff. Um, they actually have a little chemical in them that is actually glue. You know, it's not actually like, you know, they're not like the Velcro plants that leave their seeds on you. These things actually have glue in them. I'm allergic to the glue. I'm not kidding. I'm super allergic to the glue. It has this kind of oil in it, apparently, that basically my body hates, because my body will blister, then my skin will blister, and then that part of the skin will fall off. And it's really kind of cool at the same time as being horrifying, because yeah, it hurts when it blisters, and it's like with tiny little water blisters all over that area, and then the skin will die and it will fall off, and it reveals new skin, and it feels amazing because it's new, but at the same time it's like super sensitive, and it's like it looks weird because it's apparently it's pink, but it's like it's not my normal skin shade, and it won't be until like a month later, and it's creepy and weird. Anyway, all of that stuff is actually just outside my door. I have to be very careful whenever I go in and out of the office, um, because that happens. I have to keep an eye out for that. But no, it's all over and around the hot tub area and the gazebo and everything. So I can't film there, and I can't do the gardening. So yeah. So that's that was the only other option for any privacy. So yeah, I need kind of like I need to make some money and like actually hire an office space of some kind. Um, you know, an office studio space. But yeah. I was going to say, I'm not talking something anything fancy. I would basically settle for a cargo container, um, like in the middle of fucking nowhere, you know. like one of those self-storage places or something. I don't know. You need a big house with no bugs. There's nothing wrong with the bugs. Spiders can't take care of them really. But yeah, I mean, I know that we need a bigger house. I know that. Hell, even Damon probably knows that. But it's just that we can't really do anything because, well, I can't afford a big house. So yeah, it's gonna be really sucky. Like I am gonna be homeless, and I know this is like a big downer for anybody that's listening, but like, when Damon passes away, I'm gonna be homeless, and that's gonna be fun. Woo. So yeah, awesome. I kind of don't want to film this. I'm already feeling like way tighter than I thought I was. Gonna be shut up. I know I mentioned being tired, but stop. No more yawning. Stop it. Um. So yeah. So yeah, I don't know when to. I don't know when I can film this thing. I've got like no. I've got not like no time for any personal space. So yeah. I hate this. I hate this so much. I kind of want to do anything else but filming right now. It's really annoying. My my brain is like, ooh, you can look it up. You can look up, you could try to look up the suit thing, or you can try to look up the if there's any kind of like I know there's some self storage spaces near me, and some people do projects in them. Like they are weirdly busy on the weekends. It's kind of cool. We have a storage space. We have storage space. Um, it's fucking miles away. We have storage space in a big container that's kind of like around like a bunch of other containers. And every time we go there to like change something or put something in storage, um, there's always people kind of like fucking around with cars or like they've got in their storage compartments or basically like using the workshop that they've set up in there. It's weird. you know they have electricity at least. It probably costs a lot of money. So my, my brain is my brain is storming. It's kind of like, ooh, there is one in Ramsey. There's probably lots in Ramsey, but yeah. I wonder if you can get like an allotment. Does anybody know about this? Is this just an English thing? This might be an English thing because I don't remember seeing these in like Ireland, and I've only been to Scotland once, so I don't really know. I don't remember seeing them in Scotland. But an allotment, an allotment. Basically, every time I see the name Kyle, I'm always like, is that the Kyle? But it's not. Yeah. Basically, there's like fields in the UK that have small patches of land about the size of this shed, like separated out. And one of the, they're basically separated out, and like everybody gets kind of like this little patch of land where they can actually do gardening, where they can actually grow stuff, or just lots of things. They can do tons of stuff. You basically you can grow stuff. You can put like a greenhouse on it. You can put a little mini shed on it and stuff like that. And it's like amazing, like going past these places, because everything's so different from each other. It's not like a bunch of sheds. It's always kind of like, oh, there's like a mini polytunnel. There's like a bunch of sticks, and they're everywhere. So you do have them in Canada, or you've seen them in Canada. So yeah. Travis Blackburn. Hi everybody. Sorry, I just like, yeah. But yeah, I'm just wondering if like there are tons of them around Banbury, around Banbury. I'm sure there's tons of them around Banbury. There are many of them around Ramsey, and it's just that I've seen like one that basically has like a row of basically sheds around it, and that's kind of like a thing. But these are like big. These are not just regular sheds. They're almost like summer houses, and I swear to God, one of them was lit up. So it's kind of like, they have electric. Do they have Wi-Fi? It's like, ooh. I watch your stuff, but never usually comment. I've seen you here once or twice before. I know you have commented. I know you said don't usually comment, so that makes sense. Yeah, so it's like, I'm just trying to think. I know I should be filming. I know. I'm not procrastinating. I promise. Kind of. We're just trying to brainstorm about like possible filming locations, like possible cheap studio, or like cheap spaces to rent, where I can actually kind of like do some filming without being kind of overlooked or pestered or whatever. And it's like, I'm trying to think of like places where you can rent, where you can kind of, that are just incredibly cheap. And it's like, an allotment might work if I basically just like put like a big shed on it, or a big summer house, you know? Ugh. I almost want to just check the estate agents for like cheap places, cheap patches of land, just cheap small patches of land, you know, just around me, because I live in the middle of the countryside. It can't be that hard to find this stuff, but it's probably going to cost tons of money. Like there's a spot just there. It's really annoying. There is a spot just over, like, we've got next door neighbors just there, and they had like a big garden, and two owners ago of that house, um, they split their garden and decided to sell that patch of land, and it's been sold for ages, but nobody does anything with it. And it would be awesome just to do that, just to get that. That would be great, but you can't do anything with it because that would mean more money. Has anybody got any ideas about this? Like, I would love some feedback. I know there's about like 6 people watching or something. If anybody's got any ideas on this, of like is there a way that I can get extra studio space or extra something? You know, should I look into this a bit more, or am I going to just bum myself out because everything's going to be too expensive? Ugh. I don't know. I'd also feel like arse, you know, if I basically like moved a bunch of stuff into it, and then it got like all of that stuff got stolen, or like stolen, or something. You know, that would also suck. Well, I've got the materials, and I'm here. So if we want to film this, then I should kind of get on with it. I know. I might just like doing a soda bloat, just standing there, or should I like do sitting down, or should I? I mean, what should I do? As you probably know already, I'm a huge fan of your pics and vids of your works. You have, I mean, you've been in a couple of live streams. You've been on the Discord server we've DM'd, you know. Let me just double check that was you that we did like conversation. Did we have a conversation? Oh, it wasn't you. I was thinking of. I mean, we've talked before. Oh, it just made me feel sad. So I made myself feel sad. I went onto Discord and I went into the DM tab window, whatever you want to call it, and yeah, accidentally clicked on Jeff. "2021" was the last. Well, nearly 2022, but it's like it's November. No, it's December 2021. Ugh, I hate that. I hate that. Makes me feel so feel bad. And BBT's here. Why is everybody here now? When I'm basically sucking. I'm basically not doing anything. I'm feeling really crappy because I was gonna abort doing filming a video. Really? By the way, BBT, I think it's you that I saw this on Instagram. There was a subscribe option, and I was like, I'm already following him. Wait, but that's different from subscribe, right? I've never seen that before on anybody else's account. So I was like, what? I nearly clicked on it. I just didn't know what that was about. I was kind of confused. Like, that's a thing. But yeah, I don't do that. There was some other guy impersonating me. Maybe it was him. Okay. It was random. It was just very random. I was just kind of, I didn't know what was going on. It's not a big deal. I mean, you're popular enough that you're being impersonated. So that's something. Anyway, yeah, still looking for suggestions on, like, how I should film this video, or if I should film this video, or should I just do it in the day? It's just if I do it in the day, a lot of you guys won't be here because in the day in the UK, it's gonna be early morning for you guys. So yeah. He's going to ask about some ideas. Okay. You have the keys to the front door. You never have to subscribe. So it is a thing on Instagram that you subscribe. I don't know. I don't know how Instagram works anymore. I never knew how it worked in the first place. That's going to make me sad every single time. I'm just going to have to. I'm just going back to Discord and clicking away. It's stuck on Jeff's last message. There we go. There we go. Oh, I was just getting more and more upset. Kind of, yeah. Well, that's nice. Thank you, BBT. So I'm trying to think of up things. I've had a lot of down. I've had so much down. I'm kind of, I don't, oh, I'm kind of in the middle of a giant wave of depression, and it's really annoying because it doesn't seem to be going away ever. And it's like the worst. That is a think like Patreon charge a $1 or $5 cashing in on OnlyFans model. Oh, they're trying to do that. Oh, okay. Okay, but on Instagram, I mean, you can't really post anything on Instagram. I see. I say that. I get like more risque pictures on Instagram taken down, and it's like they're not even that risque. It's usually just like the tummy. But if I make it look like I'm not wearing anything, I usually am always wearing like underpants. But I can hike them down enough to basically where you can't see my private still, but they're not even in the picture. But they're covered up, and yet I see full butt nudity on Instagram, and they don't seem to do anything about that. But my stuff, always, 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 always. I have to basically re-upload and resend it and like appeal and all that stuff. And sometimes even then it doesn't work. It's just ugh. I mean, the only place that you can actually get all of my stuff unfiltered is the raw footage channel on my Discord server, and then basically like that stuff doesn't. So yeah. Am I late, dude? Why is everybody here? Why is everybody here now? I mean, I'm not really complaining. It's just that again, I'm kind of like quitting this video because like nobody's really like asking or giving me feedback on what to do but for this video, and also I'm kind of not really into it, and then everybody shows up. I keep getting sidetracked as well because I'm again I semi don't want to do the video, and essentially it's like my brain tries to procrastinate away from things that it doesn't want to do. So yeah. Hi, Panafox. Hi, Panafox. Sorry, I'm not complaining that you're here. I'm not, honest. I'm glad you like the haircut, by the way. It looked a lot better when it was first done, obviously. What's really annoying is that I've got a couple of really big spots that kind of ruin the back. But yeah. I did it because Damon likes it. Although, like, apparently Damon's in-laws, my in-laws, they really like it too. What were your ideas, WW? Wesley West. What were your ideas, or what were you going to ask me? So I seem to have killed the chat. It's dead now. It's not moving. Nothing. Okay. Stop sighing. Even now, my depression brain won't give me a break. It's basically saying, it's like, why are you so lame? You're being super stupid and lame right now. It's like, thank you. Thank you, depression. Fuck off. It's because basically I'm not saying anything. And I've got no TV on, and I've got nothing to distract me. So, like, now's the chance for all of the bad thoughts to just suddenly happen, which is great. I'm here. I'm just getting ready for bed. Okay, Dawn. That 10XL shirt, by the way, looks really good. Like, I really am looking forward to testing it out. I got a big orange T-shirt, and it's really stretchy, so it should handle even the ball suit if I ever get the ball suit, or if I do like the big padding, the giant padding I'm planning. But again, I need help with that. I could talk to Ian. He's very into the padding stuff. because he lives semi nearby. He lives an hour away in the car, so it's like when I go there, I would have to stay there overnight and stuff. I just feel it's rude to kind of like stay there and then don't do anything, like hang out. We just hang out for a little bit, and it's kind of like while we're waiting for Damon to get there to pick me up. So yeah. I mean, there's Dave's. I can always go to Dave's. I could take it with me to Dave's. He doesn't seem that opposed to the padding stuff, so yeah, I'm seeing him at the end of next month. So yeah. Oh, by the way, happy Christmas in July. It's basically the Christmas season in July, right now, and yeah, I've got like a gnat bite or sting or something on my finger. That's great. But yeah, it's now Christmas in July. I would like ideas for the Christmas Eve video. If anybody has them at some point, like fairly soon, because of course on the 25th of July, that's when Christmas in July is, and I would like to get a video out before then of something Christmassy for Christmas in July. So yeah. You're gonna be okay. By the way, I guess it's not the time to ask about a fun scenario. If you direct message me, DM me. If you wanted to see a specific video, done by me, then you're gonna have to DM me. Unless it's related to like bloating week, because I, and like right now with the Pepsi Max and stuff. So yeah. Because like I'm ready to go, I just don't have any direction, and it's kind of we're coming up to the hour mark, so you've got like 10 minutes to film this, or to help me film this, if we want to actually film this. What is the problem? I can't see anything on the actual surface of my skin, but it seems to be this finger. Yep, it's the middle finger. It seems to be this finger, like my middle finger has like an itch right there. But there's no topographical anomalies, so I don't get it. Why are you itchy? This is stupid. Wish I had Pepsi Max in the place where I live. I loved it. I don't know why it's not everywhere. Every time I go to America, it's always kind of like it's always missing. But no, they always have it in Tesco in the UK. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand why it's not available everywhere. It is so much more better than anything else. It's better than Coke Zero. It's better than Diet Pepsi. It's better than Diet Coke. It really does just taste like it tastes almost exactly like regular Pepsi. And that's it's like got it's got more carbonation somehow as well. It's like one of the fizziest. They basically kind of like upped the carbonation somehow with them. I don't get it. It's like it's cool, but it's like, why are you not available everywhere? I don't get it. Shut up! Not you. Ugh. My brain is like, it's shifted to, I really want to film this video. I really want to film it right the fuck now. Oh. Oh. I don't want to. Oh, I feel like I'm going crazy. Like, I actually feel like I'm losing. I'm losing it. It's really. It's great. It really is so frustrating. I know this is going to be a diatribe into why I'm broken, because it isn't just the depression. I mean, it's the thing that's causing the chemical imbalance in my head that is causing my depression. I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, but basically, like, so when you have a random chemical imbalance in your brain, and when it can sometimes fuck with your emotions, like really a lot. Like, what you just witnessed was me being both entertained by the idea that my brain is kind of like switching from one side to the other on the emotional spectrum, and then immediately feeling incredible anger, like I wanted to break something, and then feeling incredibly sad. So yeah, it's kind of like, that's what a chemical imbalance looks like. That's what a chemical imbalanced brain looks like. It really does look like a crazy person. I know. It's the whole, crying, turning into laughter, turning back into crying again, kind of thing. It's like, when you actually see that happen to somebody, it's kind of like, that's creepy and weird, and I don't want to go near that person. And it's like, when it's happening to you and you can't control it, it's like, oh, good, I really am losing it. I should have hit the button to turn off my camera or something. Ooh. So yeah, I'm not having a good night. I'm not. But yeah, that's what a chemical imbalance in the brain looks like. I also had the memory as well of, like, the doctor telling me about this, like, when I was a teenager, and they did all the bunch of tests and stuff, and they basically explained to me what would happen. Like, it's gonna happen. It's probably gonna happen a lot for the next couple of years, and then it will probably happen a bit for the rest of your life. And it's like, oh, good, yay. So yeah. Oh. Anyway, yes, my brain is, like, determined now to film this video. So if anybody has any ideas for what I should do for this video, now's your chance. Now is your chance to tell me what I should do for this one. It's a bloating video, so I'm guessing, like, burping is going to happen. There's going to be some belly shots. I just need to know where to put the camera. I just said Roscoe. I did. I just said just now. I know there's a delay. It's a thing. But yeah. Why am I so broken? It's really annoying. I know I'm not like the most broken, and I should feel lucky for being able to, get up and walk around and stuff because other people don't have that. Oh, the side, low angle side. That's a bit hard to do sometimes because the arm's in the way. You can, Wesley. Wesley. You can talk about it. I'm just saying that if you wanted a special video, no, in fact, I did say that, didn't I? I said if you wanted a specialized video, then you can, that's not related to bloating week or anything like that, then you have to DM me because that's probably going to be like a private video or something that I can save for when it is that particular week or something. But if it's related to the bloating thing, then you can tell me now. I'm pretty sure I said that. Probably not in that order, but I'm pretty sure I said that. So yeah. So the side for the profile shot, I'm guessing standing because like sitting's gonna be not a good idea. Yeah. I did have an ex-girlfriend that basically said that the whole chemical imbalance thing, when I have like a random episode of like trying to control it and stuff, um, she she said it is kind of like because she really liked the whole werewolf aesthetic and everything. Because I'm very fuzzy, and I've got elongated canines, so yeah. Uh, she said it is like watching somebody transform into a werewolf, and it's kind of cute. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet, but it is fucking hell. It is actually hell. Anyway, what are we bloating off of? It's just Pepsi Max. Plus, I did have a bunch of Indian food. I had a ton of rice as well. So yeah. So that's going to help. Tummy's happy, basically. The tummy is happy. So this will be good because it will rehydrate me. My mouth is like super dry, so that'll be good. So I was thinking about bloating with something that hasn't been already done. Okay. Go on. And so far I've got like standing up side profile shot, which I can do at a fairly low angle. So I'm probably going to put it on the chair again, put the camera on the chair. Oh, by the way, when I was filming, when I was just using this, this phone for the camera, we very nearly had a coverless phone just filming stuff, mainly because the screen, like the case, it got so hot in here that this case began melting, and it damaged the ability for the touch screen to actually work. Fortunately, there's no permanent damage. The only part that's really melted off is the cover for the cable, and I managed to plug it back in there. But oh my god, this case actually started melting. Like the foam rubber on it was actually like it became super shiny, and when I poked it, it stayed in the same position when it left a fingerprint mark like in it. So I managed to kind of like move the foam rubber into the corner, but yeah, it also damaged that. So yeah, I thought it was funny. Something that has already been done. Okay. Have you got like an example, or are you just trying to hit me in the creative department? That makes it sound like I was like trying to avoid saying hit me in my junk, like an idea. I actually have a popper shirt, but I think I'm too big for it. I think it might I'm going to say that, and then I'm going to be depressed when it basically doesn't when it fits me perfectly if I go get it. But I actually have been saving for a friend who basically is who has unfriended himself from me. I was saving it for when I met him again, which never turned out to happen. So yeah. But yeah, and I can even get my shorts because I was wearing my swimming shorts when I was walking around the county fair. Do you want me to go get that? Because I know it's in the kitchen. I can just go get it. Shall we do a popper shirt bloat thing? Oh, this packet of tobacco is almost empty. I hate that. Suspenders and Australian hat. That's in the car. I can't go get that. Do I have to have the hat? Do you like the Australian hat? I was wearing that at the county fair. What made you think of the hat, Palafox? You was also thinking cowboy things. Okay, well this is a tropical hat. Did you want me to go get the popper button shirt? We apparently have all the time in the world. I could do suspenders. I don't think I can do the cowboy hat. I will look. I will check because if it's in the house, I'm. If it's in the house and downstairs at night, I can find it. But if it's not, then I can't, obviously. So yeah. Came out of nowhere, really. You just like the cowboy. It's not really a cowboy hat. The Australian hat is just it's a leather outback hat. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but it's kind of a short version of a cowboy hat. I can't remember the correct term for a cowboy hat. I do have my black cowboy hat, which is also an outback hat, but it's more closer in design to an actual cowboy hat. What the fuck is that? An animal is screaming outside. It's always when I'm just about to go outside. Stupid animals. Oh. There we go. So, I think I know what I'm getting. It's creepy. It's probably just a fox. Has anybody actually heard a fox scream? They are eerie. Like, it is very surprising. I know that's what the point is, but yeah. Shut up. You're supposed to hold it. But it felt good to release it. Besides, the gas is mostly going to come out the other end. Who's Zek? Not really. Not really addicted. I just haven't had my after dinner pipe. So basically, it was kind of like I was getting it ready for if I didn't film the video, because I would just like log off and then have that while checking out before going to bed. Yeah. Anyway, Zach, I am glad you're here, but I am going to put the banner up. Keep yourselves entertained. I will be right back. I won't be long. I'll try not to be that long. So yeah. Pull up my pants. Ew, I can get the lightsaber as well. You know what? I'm going to get my other glasses. And wipe my fucking eye because it hurts. Okay. Ah, fuck off. Spiderweb right here. Jesus. I just turn the lights off so that I don't get all the bugs coming in. And now I don't want to go because it's still yelling at me. Come on. Oh, I've got everything. No more screaming animal as well. So yeah. What I miss? Huh? What I miss? Oh, I didn't bring my other glasses. Fuck. I did bring my hat back in the office. Awesome. Awesome. Did I just disturb a spider? No, good. That's where my foot's going to go in a second. But yeah, that's an outback. That's an outback cat. That's the popper shirt. The register's a bit dark. Oh shit, the lightsaber as well. God damn it. And these are my shorts that I was wearing for the well, that explains it. These are my swim shorts. I was wearing these because these are the only shorts that I have. Fit me kind of. But they've got the braces on them. So yeah. Are we good? Is there anything else that I should have got? I forgot to get, you know, on my lightsaber. There's no one here, is there? I'm gonna need the easel again. I'm gonna have to stay up and pee. That's annoying. Okay, yeah, I've definitely gotten bigger on the arms. Because that's really hugging and tighty. A bit tight. Yeah, let's see how much the popper buttons actually work. Oh, okay. Except for the biggest part of my belly. That's so annoying. But yeah. So now work with the braces. Thank you, Edgar. Did everybody go to the bathroom? Is that what's happened? I'm gonna go get this in. 1 foot. I'm not doing the buttons up again until I'm actually going to start the video. Okay. Ordinarily, I kind of wear it over my belly button. You know? But I won't. Well, it kind of shows that my tummy hasn't grown. My arms and shoulders definitely have, but it hasn't really grown. It's just, when I'm stood up, my belly hasn't grown. When I'm sat down, the measurement is different. I don't know how this works. But I've actually done that. Anyway. See, I was wearing my frilly pants. And of course, I'll be wearing the hat. That good? Yeah. Well, I like the time period, I just don't like the location. The Wild West is like only good for chunky sheriff types. I like the chunky sheriff types. I'm not such a fan of the everybody else looks, you know? But yeah. Okay, I've got to set up the camera and then I can do the popper buttons up. And then I will try to chug the remaining Pepsi Max. You're going to be a pain in the butt, aren't you? Every time, every time. Every time. Okay. My fan. Just gotta get the angle right. I'm gonna be standing here. And that kind of works. Kind of. Not super centered. Not super centered. I can actually get this camera to look about where almost. So I want to tilt. Ah, damn it. I'm trying not to get it to do that yet. So you guys can see almost what the camera sees. Like I'm facing dead on to you. Now I'm facing dead onto this camera. You see? That is very amusing. It's seeing this and this as a face. But yeah, I can see the Wild West influence. Although for the pop-up buttons, I might want to do a not profile shot. Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay. Are we ready? No. Remember, you can basically give me direction. No. Maybe I am a bit bigger. To hold my tummy in exactly right. Okay. Yeah, you can give me direction. Just know that I can't read it just yet. So yeah, I'm gonna start head on when I start drinking anyway. I'm gonna pour some in the glass. So I've got some lubrication room for burping. And then I'm gonna drink the rest of it. But yeah, you can basically give me direction anytime. We cut that bit out. Stay. That was fairly easy, yeah. Okay, well that was it. That was the whole video. I was expecting basically the gas to get stuck halfway, you know. That's why I've got like the extra lubrication that provides like a space for the gas to kind of like separate, you know, and bubble up the esophagus so that I can burp. Well, I've still got this, so basically if anybody wants any extras, now is the time. The top one's stubborn. Yep. I'll do up again and then I'll drink the... So no anything else? Is that it? We good? Oh, do you mean the pipe? Pipes. It's just one. Hmm. Okie dokie. Ugh. No, I'm not like perfectly round, and there is a bit of asymmetry going on. Like when my tummy's full up, I don't know if you can tell, but this side is higher than this side. It's also because one of my legs is longer than the other, so kind of like if I stand up straight, I slightly tilt. But if I relax one of my legs, the longer one, then I can be kind of perfectly upright. But yeah, the underbelly is also slightly droopier on this side than that side. It's the whole thing. It's because I lean in my chair too much, like one way. But no, that was pretty good filming for a last minute video. Kind of almost like a last minute video idea. It's gotten really warm in here. Plus, I think the burps are really good in that one, so hopefully they'll come out on the audio. I need a proper microphone, but then I've got to get an audio recorder as well. That's kind of a pain in the butt. Oh shit! I should have recorded that. But yeah. bit hard to tell from me looking at the preview visuals, but I can still tell that it's a bit out of symmetrical. This is my buffet shirt. This is my buffet shirt. The only reason why I was wearing it is because it was super hot at the county fair, and it's the only one that's got like that. It's the only white shirt that I had that didn't have a lot of writing on it. So yeah. Because I needed a white shirt because, you know, it was on fire. Oh my god. I could have done the full 2 liters, but like I said, I didn't want to go to bed. I'm going to bed in like a couple of hours. I didn't want to go to bed and then wet myself. Oh no, you were caught around the glasses. Close up. There we go. I can read now. The popping was my favorite part. Well, I managed to get 3 separate times, full times where I popped the buttons. 3 separate times where I actually popped the buttons. Apparently the moth was on the camera. It just went. I don't know if anyone saw that. So hopefully I got that, and I will try to isolate those and like put them in slow mo. At least one of them in slow mo. But yeah, when I do the editing, which will probably be tomorrow night, I might do it on Discord or I might do it here. I don't know. It kind of depends if you're. Yeah. But no, that's good. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked the popping bit. Maybe one day you'll do it in slow mo. Well, no, I can actually take that footage and put it in slow mo. So yeah. The problem with the slow mo features on both of my cameras / phones is that they're very limited time. Like I have to push the button and then I have to do it immediately. The problem with doing it immediately is that I have to get into the right positioning. I have to do all the buttons up real quick, and I have to basically and I can't do all of that because I tried to do something similar with a balloon pop, and it was just like it was so annoying. It was just so annoying trying to get those to work. It didn't actually. I could never get it, and you can't. I only have so many balloons, so it didn't really work out so good. So trying to do that with that would be irritating as fuck. I don't know how hard it is for anybody else, but holding my tummy in like that, once my shirt was stretched enough a little bit, it was okay. It was bearable, but at the beginning, I couldn't breathe. Like I could breathe a little bit, and then a little bit out, and then a little bit, and a little bit out. You know, it was kind of like, no. I've missed a bit of the chat. Oh. So a tiny bit of the Pepsi, just when I took it from the glass. I don't know what I did, but I think the fact that the second that the glass touched my lips, one of the buttons popped. So I kind of was like, I tilted it a bit quickly, and some of it went all the way to the back of my throat, and then a little bit up my nose. So now my nose is all funny. Love that it still looks the closest to a beach ball I've seen for sure. Well, you should have seen the beach ball video. You're rounder than a lot of other guys. I try. I don't know. Came out great. Thank you, Panda Fox. I'm glad you also enjoyed it. Lots of burpees, couple of toots. I know Edgar. Why do I know Edgar? Can I give you a hug? Absolutely. I loved it. I got talent. Maybe. I don't know if anyone heard that one. I loved it. You got talent, as always. Thank you. Carmen David, cute. I loved your farts in the video. Okay. Oh, okay. What did I say? I forgot what I said. I was thinking the slow-mo could be edited in. Oh, no, I can edit it in. It does. I can't remember what the frame rate is that it captures, but it's usually pretty good at capturing a lot of frames. So it can actually do slow motion relatively smoothly. Unless I do super slow motion, 0.25, then it kind of is it's a bit choppy, but it's still pretty good. I think I still think I can include it. I'll see when I do the editing, and that I'll do either the editing tomorrow night or the night after. It kind of depends. But yeah, and in the editing, I'll sort that out. What's the battery like? 49%. I'm gonna plug you in anyway, because when I did that, it means that I can put it right into the computer instead of like having it on the device for all that time. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was super fun. I have to pee. Not urgently, but I will have to pee soon. And yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my pipe and play on the computer for a little bit, check my messages, and then I'm gonna go to bed. So if anybody has anything else they want to ask me or say, now is your chance. Before I run away, I'm going to do the quick belly rubs and belly sleep. It's actually kind of cold. That's probably why the color's changing. I've got Care Bear DNA. I've got a triangle. My tummy changes color. It sometimes is red. It sometimes is purple. Actually, the guy that basically was trying to freak me out about it, he was like, "You should have that looked at. You should have. I think there's something wrong. I think you might be sick. You should definitely have that looked at and stuff like that." And it's like, no. What it is basically the blood vessels behind the skin that kind of like supply the muscles and the fat cells and all that stuff with oxygen. Do fat cells need oxygen? I think everything does, doesn't it, in your body? That's why your blood vessels go everywhere. Are kind of like stretched out and kind of like close to the surface of my tummy. So essentially, it like the color change is the interaction with light and blood passing through my skin. So that's what you can see when you look at that. It's basically just that part of the skin in particular is a bit thinner than the rest of my tummy. That's all it is. And the reason why it's a triangle is because the blood vessels that feed the muscles that are on the surface of the tummy are kind of just in that pattern, you know. Like that's where the beginning of the abs would be. So yeah, it's because I'm kind of a muscle chub, you know. I got muscles, big ones, but I've also got a lot of fat that's around and behind the muscles. It's thick. But no, he was trying to make me freaked out about it, and it's like, ugh, I hate it. I hate when people do this. When they think that basically little things that you definitely have already had checked out are problems. But yeah, I asked the doctor about it because like about 10 years ago, I had basically damaged the there's like a muscle and kind of like protective sac around your stomach, as well as your stomach itself being made out of mostly muscle. Well, I damaged the muscle. I kind of like herniated the muscle in the area. That's one of the reasons why this side of my tummy sticks up a little bit more, because the tissue is slightly inflamed still after all this time, and there's also some scar tissue from when it healed. And I did that because I think it was like a sushi place. I ate like 1,000 sushi at like a sushi place, and of course rice stays in your stomach for a long time. So I just kept eating it, and my stomach got fuller, and it kind of like pushed out the muscle, like pushed it found a crack in between the muscle, and kind of expanded in that space. And it was kind of like, oh, it didn't really hurt. I had a kind of like a hot sore spot on my tummy just here. But yeah, the next day I basically was my friend took me to the hospital because I was like still complaining about it. Well, I was kind of not really complaining about it. I was like, my tummy's really warm just here. It's still really warm just here. Should I be worried about this? And it's like, does it hurt? It's like, only if I like push hard. But yeah, I got an ultra scan, and they basically uh, they basically asked me to swallow air. They were like, we can do this by instructing you how to do this, and I was like, I can do this. Oh, and then they did an ultrasound on my tummy, like I was preggers. Um, but no, oh, they got me to drink this weird, like it was basically water with something in it, and then they asked me to do the air thing, so that was cool. But no, I got an ultrasound of my tummy. So yeah. It was like 10 years ago. But essentially, I was told that my stomach was enlarged because I basically had been like on the gain train then. So my stomach was enlarged, and it was kind of like it's over all of the top part of my tummy, with the larger part of it being this side. So it kind of like it overlaps onto my liver a little bit, like where it's supposed to kink. Because most people's stomach is like this bit, and it kinks inwards usually there, but mine kind of like spreads this way. It kind of like lays flat there. So yeah. See, I told you my insides are. I am broken. I am a broken human. I don't know if I'm actually fucking human. And neither do fucking doctors, because they don't know what to do with me. Honestly, everybody that goes into hospital, basically, you usually go into hospital, you get checked out, and then they kind of like give you like a treatment or tell you that they need to do more tests or whatever, and then you basically leave. Me, I go into hospital, they double check their charts, they ask for more blood, they basically do extra tests because I am so fascinating. So yeah, it was kind of semi-awesome earlier in my life, during my teenagers and everything, because they did a ton of tests, and I was in hospital a lot for these tests and stuff. But it was kind of cool because I got out of doing homework, I got out of doing like after school like classes and stuff. So I got out of doing tons. I got out of tons of things. So yeah. You need a night snack? Well, no, I'm going to go to bed soon, so I can't eat. Well, I'm going to go to bed within the next 2 hours, so I can't eat anything. Yeah, that's the problem. That is actually a problem with my stomach, because it's kind of like it's equally-ish distributed over the entire front of my tummy. No matter what side I sleep on, I can still get acid reflux. It's so annoying. Most people, if you sleep on this side, then you're usually safe from getting acid reflux. Usually, unless you've eaten like a ton before you went to bed, you're usually safe from having acid reflux. But because my tummy's also over here, then there's still enough stuff to basically make it up to have reflux, which is annoying because I really like food, and I do remember going to bed with a full tummy and being very happy, but I can't do that anymore. So yeah. Okay, I've talked way too much. I've talked way too much. I was leaving. Oh, I can feel the cool air coming in through the office door. It's so nice. Full belly, happy heart. Well, no, because acid reflux actually does stress your heart. That's actually that's like a weird misconception. Like when you're digesting a lot of food, your blood supply primarily goes towards your digestive tract, and it immediately takes like stuff away from the heart. I think that was just a bird, but it sounded like a beep, like a loud beep. Yeah, it was a bird. So yeah, it's kind of like it's why you usually have like low blood pressure and stuff. Or is it low blood pressure or high blood pressure after eating? I can't remember. Basically, your blood pressure goes up or down based on when you've eaten. So yeah. Um. Yeah. Anyway, I'm off. I hope everybody has a good rest of your night or morning or whatever it is. It's 4 a.m. here, so yeah, I'm definitely going off. This will definitely clear my head a bit. So yeah, I've already done the belly rub, belly salute. Yep. And Yeah, I'll be doing another live stream probably tomorrow. I'll either be doing a live stream here, or I'll be doing a live stream over on Discord to do the editing. If I'm on Discord, it will probably be in the Patreon only section of my Discord, and that way you can see how the shots line up and all that stuff. But if not, then if I'm not doing it on Discord, then you can't see anything, but you can stick around for like the audio. You can hear the audio. You can keep me company while I'm editing. So yeah. Okie dokie. So yeah, I'll either see you guys on here or on Discord tomorrow. So, well, bye. Toodles.